Oh hey look, it's everybody's least favorite Dark Souls. How about that? So, as far as I could tell, there is no way to turn online off. Which is a little weird, but it is what it is. So we'll just play as is online, I guess. Maybe if I turn my Steam off, I can get to offline.
Perhaps you've seen it.
I'll have to try it after this episode, once I get to Majula.
A murky, forgotten land.
Okay. Look at it. God, don't you guys love fucking 380p? Doesn't it look great?
A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human.
That's a big fuck-off spider.
A thing that feeds on souls.
We're in the fucking bayous of Australia, Jesus Christ.
Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang.
God, I love this game, dude!
You're familiar? No.
This is the best Dark Souls, I don't care what anybody says.
But one day,
out of the trilogy, this is the best Dark Souls.
You will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
God, this game and Elden Ring make me so happy that I'm going to be playing them again. Dark Souls 1, not so much. Dark Souls 3 is pretty mid. I can deal with it. Sekiro is gonna have to get back into my DDR days with my fingers, you know. I gotta be able to hit all the right spots at the right time, giggity. But, I mean, other than that, should be pretty easy to get through this. I got a couple builds in mind. You know me, we're filthy Dex players, so I'll probably use black steel katanas and a power stance, because power stancing gets introduced in Dark Souls 2, which is like the best mechanic. Or maybe I'll ask one of my friends to drop me Uchi off one of their mule accounts, and then I'll just rock with the sound pop. That was rough. I hurt my ear a little bit. Ooh, it's
like
sound
a
popping.
moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Yeah, yeet. I'm trying to go into your dark hole, baby. Ooh, ooh. Especially if it's this wet and wild. Yes, indeed. It is I, the green finger. love how we also get introduced and start this game. You don't start it out by making your character until you get to things after. God, the land between. Sounds so good. I miss this game. The controls are already so much better than Dark Souls 1. Just so much more fluid. Everything just feels so much better. The only time that it gets better than this is Elden Ring. Like, Sekiro is really good in the right for what it is. It's a rhythm game. It's not a Souls-like. I don't care what anybody says. It's not a Souls-like. It's a rhythm game. And it's really good in that right. But when it comes to Dark Souls, and playing Dark Souls games, this game takes the cake. How the fuck do I get out of here again? Punch the wall. Oh, this path. Alright. Is there a drop off here? This little path. So this enemy up ahead is by far the worst enemy in the game for me. I'll have to come back for him. I just want to showcase Mr. Hippo Ass and how big he is. Look how thick that butt cheek is. Just oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Oh my god. I ate his ass so good he sat down. And down this way is our first item. So those stones that you collect actually get you items. There's a few other ones that also get you items from the burbs. We're definitely going to use them a lot more in this version of Dark Souls than we will in 3 and in 1.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
Always.
You're finished. You'll go hollow.
Probably.
Yes. You'll become one of them.
Maybe.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the curse.
Yes, baby. Yes, you did. Yeah. Yeah. You're a good catnip.
What is your name?
Thank you. I'll just put a space then. That's because they're like $8 a pop.
You know your own name. Here's your reward.
Oh yeah, by the way, for anybody who's curious about what we're talking about
It's a
Edamamen's
human effigy.
chocolate devil food cooking donut
Take
things.
a closer.
They're like $8 a box for like 8 donuts.
Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Think back. Deep into your past.
No, it's 15 for Baker's dozen.
Yes. It's an effigy of you.
Yeah, it's jelly donuts. It's 15 for Baker's dozen.
Talking about singular.
Oh. Alright, so our class.
Isn't this your favorite?
This is my favorite. Because I like games that take skill. We are ready.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think.
Oh, babe, you never went
Doesn't stand
I
a
did.
chance.
Oh.
Well, you never know.
No, I won't in a minute. I know. Like you do.
Sorry, babe, I know you're recording, but
Yeah.
kids.
Go
Yeah.
through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
another big boy. As you wish. So yeah, those little birdie boys. Gotta love them. They're one of my favorite characters that just is in every Dark Souls game, and I wish they were in Elden Ring. As far as I have found and searched all over, they're not, so hopefully they'll be in the DLC or something. Did I actually get hit by that? Is that hit animation that fast? You can tell fall damage is really fucking easy to accomplish in this version of this game. You can also roll through doors to open them faster. Or you can use the long animation of the iframes to, and then I can't go through the last tutorial area anymore because they have essentially gatekept it because of the ability to change your gender with the coffin. They want you to make it as a, like, optional thing now. I don't know why they did that in Scholar of the First Sin, go figure. But, yeah, I am playing on the Scholar of the First Sin. It is not my choice to do this. It's just that Scholar of the First Sin is, for some reason, cheaper than the original right now. So that is what I am doing. Also, we are going to grab our binoculars. Also, I hope this isn't too loud for anybody. I know that this game can have random, really loud spikes in it.
Are you the next monarch?
Hopefully.
Or merely a pawn of fate?
Probably that.
Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Okay.
Go on and see the king.
So, one thing that they changed for Dark Souls 2, which is something that I don't mind a whole ton, is that they have allowed more or less to
When?
I'll just join this covenant for now until we get to the real covenant.
That is a...
Yeah. Something they did that was different is you have to come back to Majula anytime you want to level up, I think, via her, because I think she's the only way you can level up. You can't do it at the bonfire anymore. Not that big of a deal or a change. Some people really didn't like it. I thought it was okay. And another thing that I really like and enjoy is that the fact that there's actually an ability to tell when your shit's about to break. So you can see on my axe down there, the little red bar, you can see that I've gone through probably about anywhere from a tenth to a quarter of its HP, and that allowed me to, you know, alter it and change it, and fix it up by just resting at a bonfire, or I can use repairs, anything like that. So let's say hi to the best character in Dark Souls 2. Hello.
Oh, undead are we?
He's a kitty. And I have to save up money for the Silver Cat Ring, because the Silver Cat Ring is going to be the best item for when we go down into the dank darkness.
Isn't it? Nothing suits
He's
you,
really
I
nice.
presume.
Alright, pick this up. Here's the little piggies. Oh yeah, I forgot. Those things are busted as shit. They don't take any damage and they will murder you. Oh yeah, can't get in here yet. Need to get the key. So this guy's a dickhead. He acts really timid and sad and all this other shit anytime you come and talk to him. The more stuff you buy from him, the more cocky and arrogant and asshole he becomes, and he's just a real fucking dickhead. And I hate dealing with him. Eventually, I will murder him once I get everything that I want, though. So right now, he doesn't have anything that we want. And another nice feature about this game, it tells you the scaling on the stuff you buy. So, even armor has scaling in this game. So you can effectively make your character extremely broken as long as you follow the different types of scaling and whatnot. There's also the championship covenant over here. We're going to join it just to activate it, and then we're going to abandon it. Essentially, we're just gonna do all the different covenants and just join them and then leave them eventually. Except for Sunbrew. But Sunbrew's not for a while.
You do?
And then our blacksmith boy got locked out, so we need to eventually find his stuff to make him not locked out. Okay, so then this gives me an extra use on my Estus. Sadly, that only gives us 2 uses before it's all completely gone, but better than nothing, you know? Alright, so first off, we got a 14 dex, that's not bad. There's 18 faith, those do cast speeds as well as defenses, don't need those. Adaptability is what we'll be using because that eventually becomes incredibly important to level up. Strength, not so much. Attunement, not really, because I don't think Power Within's in this one. I think it's only in 1 and 3 for whatever reason. I don't know why it's not here in this. Vitality is going to be our equip load because Endurance is strictly for stamina. And then our Vigor. So we're going to do a little bit of each because our Dex is pretty high as is. And we should be pretty okay for a lot of the stuff that we're going to go for already. We also have the item box like immediately as well, which is also really nice. It's so weird seeing so many people still playing this game. I know it's like become trendy to make this your favorite game because nobody actually likes Dark Souls 2, except for like very few people like myself. And I think a couple of my friends also like it, which is probably why we're friends. But the majority of the Dark Souls community absolutely hated 2. And I never understood it. If you hated Dark Souls 2, can you please explain why you hated it and what your favorite Dark Souls is and why? Because I personally never understood the hate for this game. It's actually a really good game. It just plays a little different than the other Dark Souls that you guys might be more accustomed to, like 1 and 3. But it does play more like Demon Souls. Trying to remember everything that I need to about this game, as well as, you know, making sure my brain's not completely rotted by the time I go through this, is a little important, but not super important. I also, I gotta remember that the stupid Hippo Man, hi, is here. So, I gotta be careful that he doesn't try to rush me. I never understood why they added a Hippo Man in this area either, because like it's more endgame guy stuff. They're basically like the Black Knights from Dark Souls 1. They don't respawn. Kill them. What the fuck is going on with that guy? Did you guys see him sit and spin? Like, what the fuck was that? Alright, hopefully I won't aggro him. One of these drops the bandit knife would be pretty awesome, because the bandit knife's really, really nice early. It's a nice speed weapon, swings pretty fast. And then another thing about this game that's different than the other Souls-likes are, if you're having trouble in an area, you can kill the enemies 10 times, and then they stop respawning. So you eventually do make progress, even if you aren't very good at the game. Which I think is like something that I don't think a lot of people take into consideration when you start Dark Souls. Something you can do is just simply enjoy the fact that you will eventually get better. You'll get good and you'll understand like why you're dying. You'll get better, and then if you can't, then you eventually still progress to the boss because you'll eventually kill everything. I forgot these guys are pretending to be dead. This game will eventually play roughly the same, where we'll have our vigor and stamina roughly around 20 to 40, and then just kind of level up what is needed and or required as we go, because that makes life so much easier. And then another... He tried to climb in the air. Another good feature that they added was the ability to quickly climb stairs and ladders and all that other good stuff, as well as slide down them by using directional inputs, which I thought was incredibly silly that they didn't add that in 1, but then I realized that they had part of it in 1, just not the way that I thought they had it in 1. Which was that you just hold B, and then you're good. And it is what it is. Oh, disgusting S-stock user. What? He threw that so fast. He threw it right in my face, dude. Fucking dick. Alright, I'm just gonna pop one of these, even though there's a thing right above me. But never be too safe. Never know what can happen in Dark Souls 2. Because Dark Souls 2 has this weird ability to, if it wants to kill you, it will kill you. It's kind of like Skyrim, you know, if an enemy wants to dodge you, it has already decided that it has dodged you and it is done. Especially if you're using bow and arrows, them dudes will just fucking dodge completely out of the way. Alright, so we'll eventually talk to them and send them back to Majula, because the more people we have in Majula, the less running around I have to do. Can't get there because I need the key first. So what we'll do is we'll see what you have to offer, because I forgot what you have to offer. You have the broken sword, you have the ultimate parry, get good weapon. You have 5 effigies, you have the key for the blacksmith. The your thing is what you need to revive the petrified guy that you guys saw earlier in the episode. Alright, so she'll be back at Jewel now, in case we need her. So actually what I'm going to do is... Wait, I have 5 witching urns. Okay, I'm going to try and use the witching urns on the wall and see if I can explode them. What's this? Oh. It's an actual player. Okay, so inventory. Put these on our belt. Alright, so let's see. Can I get it? Alright. Can't do it with the witching urns, but that's okay. I'll buy 3 of these. It's not that super expensive. And then I'll try. I couldn't get it. And I'm not gonna waste more money on trying to get that shortcut right away. But it'll be okay. I'll get it eventually. Never trust anything lying down. In a Dark Souls game, it'll make you frown. Let me guess, Tri-Finger Butthole? Yeah. Pretty much the same thing. About what I'd expect. Well, maybe if I talk to Pete. He'll help me out and give me some fire bombs.
Hello there. I'll leave this.
Alright, thanks, Pate. So... my boy Pate locks us in here. It's really just patches. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's just patches. Oh. And then one of these walls is not like the other. One of these walls is fake. I guess it's this one. Which one is it? I know it's one of these walls. One of these walls is fucking fake. I'm not crazy. I know one of these walls is fake. Pate, which one is it? Ah! Oh wait, you don't hit him to activate him. It's A to activate it, isn't it? You gotta press the activate button. There it is. Yeah. I forgot you don't hit him in Dark Souls 2. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Hi, Pate.
Well, I hope that brave warrior... allows undead to court with luck.
And in the corners, and then down here is a Pharaoh's Lockstone door. Oh yeah. Some of the chests are mimics, some of the chests are traps. Some of them just make you sad. And another main problem is I actually don't remember which of the different things. Oh, wing spear. Ow. I don't remember which ones of the different Pharaoh's Lockstone doors are actually worth using or opening. So these guys, lore-wise, are fighting the giants because they turned hollow during the attack on this castle long ago by the giant king. Or the giant lord, rather. So they see the giant tree and they get mad. You can also get seed of the giant trees from those whenever you get invaded a certain amount of times. I believe it's anywhere from 3 to 6 times. It's more if you win, less if you lose, because that's Dark Souls in a nutshell for you. And you get seed, which allows the enemies to attack your enemy. Oh yeah, and that's the whole purpose of these torches. Sometimes you'll see enemies, like invisible enemies, just chilling, like a villain, on the walls and stuff, and you'll be able to get items from it. Another thing is these metal ones can also be traps or mimics. There's only one that I remember is a mimic that is a metal chest like that. But my memory is also absolutely dog shit. So I won't be like the least bit surprised if I get completely killed by a mimic. Also, another thing is spear users in Dark Souls 2 got so much more power by just existing, because they can poke from behind the shield while they have their block up. So, pretty common noob tactic for PvP was to run like a dark spear, and also to run great shield that wouldn't have your poise broken, and the jester hat so you couldn't be Dark Souls backstabbed. Alright, merchant lady. I'm gonna buy one firebomb from you. And I'm also gonna buy this. But I am gonna go firebomb that exit. Just to make it a little bit easier on me to get back and forth, because there's, as you may have noticed, the ladder that I skipped, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I skipped immediately just to open up that shortcut. I actually want to check stuff about my equipment first. So the hand axe does 135, halberd does more. Here we go. Okay, so this has a C, this is DC, that's BE, AD on the short bow, CC for the short sword. Wait, hand axe has a C skin. Wait, why am I using this? It's a strength? What the fuck? This is supposed to be dex. Game, why you do this? So I need 11 strength and 18 dex for the wing spear to get BE scaling on a good weapon to start me off. It's like, oh yeah, this build's great for dex, and then gives me a strength-based weapon. Like, what the fuck? Dark Souls 2, you're drunk. Also, I've never started as a bandit class, so I'm not surprised. Okay. So, I need to get to 18 dex and 11 strength. Jesus. Alright.
Bear.
I am just that much shorter. But that's okay. As long as we two-hand it, we can use it. Alright, now upon opening this, we also get this chest. It has a short bow in it, which we don't need. can't remember if we can sell items to anybody or not. So that'll have to be another thing that we look at. But that's all I got for this episode. I know we didn't make it that far. Most of this is just going to be cutscenes and other stuff. This part might be entirely chopped out in favor of my editor trying to keep this within 30 to 45 minute content. Might actually pick up some time in the other episode. So, you know, whatever happens, happens. You guys take care, stay awesome.